Behold, the glorious Rhino Warframe, the best frame for all of the things, except for the things they are not the best at. Rhino is a pretty simple Warframe that has a very powerful, pretty universal damage boosting ability, and a very powerful, pretty universal survival tool, and then Rhino Stomp, which is just a very powerful, pretty universal kind of damage, but usually at higher levels more of a crowd control ability, kind of a get off me move. Rhino is probably the best example of a Warframe that indicates that you maybe don't want to focus on the Warframe's kit very much because there is no complexity to his abilities. You just use them, they do what they do, and then I assume what you intend to do is focus on your weapons because that's really the only thing that Rhino allows you to do, and he does it very well in a very elegant way. In a way that doesn't just invalidate the strength of enemies. You are not literally immortal. Iron skin is, armor. And sure, if you don't time it carefully, you can die. And then of course the augment can refresh it. You can blow it up and then put it back on. You could do that in safety so that you're never really vulnerable, sure. There are little combos here and there. A Rhino Charge's Augment gives you a lot of armor. You can then snapshot that with Iron Skin to have a lot of bulk. Sure, it's not like there's no complexity to Rhino's kit, but like many frames before him, Rhino checks the boxes of give you a tool when enemies are all over you, Rhino Stomp, give you a tool if enemies are too high level or tanky, Roar, and give you a tool when you are dying, Iron Skin. And then he has a first ability as well. And he does that in a very, very straightforward way. And this is a Warframe that defies buildcraft, defies expectation, defies wiki explanations, defies discussion in a video of this format, because there's just not much to say. He's an extremely simple Warframe, and if you want that out of a Warframe, he's a great option. He's available early. He's famous for being kind of a new player crutch, but I think that he has a great place in the game as long as players who want him are the players that are playing him, and the rest of us can focus on something, I don't mean to be rude, Rhino, but a little bit more interesting. Now I know what you're thinking after that glowing review. Rhino must be my favorite Warframe. Isn't that right?